guest here, which I'm so thrilled about. Jason Mewes.
Yay!
Yay.
Love that you're here because you are a very avid gamer, and you're not shy about it.
Which is good.
Amazing.
Are some people shy about it?
I think
Well,
some people are shy about it.
yeah.
Most corporate dudes that I know are like, go home and play Madden and try not to tell people.
Right.
They're
And I'm
Also,
like, dude.
I feel like Madden's just sort of like a gateway drug into real gaming. Like,
It is.
you know what I mean? Like, some people start playing Madden and it's all they'll play, and then maybe they'll get into like NHL or something like that. But then you know, but then they'll figure out that they're like Call of Duty, or like you can like slowly find your way into the.
There's a lot of like Call of
Duty,
Duty, Battlefield people that come home from like their banking job.
Or like Tiger Woods Golf is weirdly another one of those that like they won't play any other games, but they'll play Tiger Woods Golf.
Did you guys ever get into a golf game?
I did for a bit.
Did you do Lynx? Do you remember Lynx back on the PC?
No. Yes.
Sexy.
Oh yes.
It was like the best graphics of any game, and it was just guys playing golf.
There was also that amazing mini golf game that they had on the PC.
Oh yeah. Like Hot Shots, something like that.
Why would you play mini golf on the computer? Like instead of going 20 minutes down the road and playing actual mini golf, but like.
Well, first off, there's a lot of less
easier.
social interaction.
Well, true.
I mean, come on. So
it.
what about you? What are you playing right now? What's hot?
I play lots of Call of Duty. Well, when I can. I mean, I sort of have to. You saying being shy, I don't think I'm shy as much as I have to hide it from the wife because, you know, if I'm playing for 3 hours straight, then she thinks I'm.
She's like, "What are you doing with your life?"
Exactly.
You're
Why
like
aren't you
killing
working
people. What are
or
you
something?
doing?
Yeah. So, but Call of Duty and Diablo 3 right now are sort of what I keep going back and forth. PC, I'm on the Diablo, and and I sort of have to turn, like I said, turn my TV off and sneak it, and then I'll run back in the room and turn it on, and anyway, but. Lots of that. I haven't been playing many other games, but I got into Tiger Woods Golf for a while, me and my buddy. But he would whoop me all the time. So.
But that feels like one of those games you have to have like the other person that gets really into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you have that one friend that's super into whatever, it doesn't matter what the game. It could be like mahjong, and it's like we're that. I could call my buddy on cars, and I'm like, dude, mahjong, the Dragon Tiles.
It's Tuesday night.
It's Tuesday night mahjong
Tuesday
night.
Mahjong
Krang.
night. Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's talk a bit about your work that you're not doing.
Yes.
Because you're playing too many video
Exactly.
games.
Well, I'm trying. Yeah, exactly. Sneaking away from.
But you know, obviously we know you from the Jay and Silent Bob duo from Clerks, and then you guys had your own movie. How much?
And very jealous about the own.
I know
Lego
you're
character.
a
Come
Lego
on.
character on your own shirt. Was
It
that
is
like
pretty.
an I made it moment for you?
I mean, and it's cool. I don't want to say I made it. I still don't want to say, oh, I made it, but I mean, it's cool. People are making cool shirts. They also made someone came up with a Super Mario Brothers one where it's Jay and Bob like jumping over the
Are you
people.
Luigi?
It's always like it's cool because people will just post it, like they'll tweet it, like, hey, check out this picture I made, and then we'll be like, hey, can we use that and make a shirt or something?
So cool.
But it's people come up with some awesome ideas. But yes, this is really cool that I have a Lego Jay shirt. It would be cool if I had the full set, but
yes.
I can't be,
Like the Clerks store.
These guys should obviously make a cameo in the next Lego movie.
It would be awesome,
right?
That would be fantastic.
I know.
We can make that happen.
Actually,
yeah,
no
put a
joke,
word in.
I
This is the
can.
internet, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, please, that would be great. So
That would be awesome.
That and in the Lego game, maybe you could put us in the Lego game.
Nice. I like it.
Because they're making a Lego game out of the Lego movie.
Well, Lego
I believe.
Batman would be fun. Lego
yeah.
Batman, Lord of the Rings.
Which, by the
we
way,
just
that's
appear in all these games, like you're,
Amazing.
just
in the
like
background.
an Easter egg.
You're in
so
Middle
all
Earth,
that.
and then all of a sudden you're like Jay and Bob come out. Like, oh, it'd be great.
How did Jay and Bob come to be?
Kevin wrote, he wrote Clerks. It's been 20 years now, and
Oh my gosh.
I know, right?
Like that doesn't make me
When
feel
people,
old.
we had the 20-year anniversary, went to Sundance, and it just made me think, like, wow, has it been 20 years? And but yeah, it's been a while, and he wrote the script, and the way he says it when he tells the story is he thought I was funny. We've known each other for way before that, like 4 years, 5 years before that. We grew up down the street, and he said that he thought my sense of humor was funny. And he wonders if other people thought I was funny. So he was like, someone should put you in a movie. He used to always be like, someone should put you in a movie, you're funny. And so he said, when he was writing the script, he's like, I'm going to put him in the movie.
Amazing.
I'm not going to wait for someone else to do it. I'm going to do it. See if other people find him funny. And so that's why the Jay character's named Jay, my Jason Mewes, Jay.
Yeah.
And that's literally how I acted when I was that age. You know, probably till I was about 20, and I realized I couldn't get away with pulling my yam bags out and yelling obscenities to women and stuff like that. So, like in the movies. So that's how I was then, and then, you know, I couldn't get away with as much. But as the movies go on, I don't know if you've seen Clerks 2.
I'm from New Jersey. I've seen them all.
Oh, so Clerks 2, when the guy's like, where you been? And I was like, rehab 6 months. And then I'm like, all these stories getting pulled over with the deployed airbag. Like, as the years gone on, Kevin's actually sort of made the characters close to, you know, like when we made Clerks, I really just got out of rehab. I really been sober for a couple of years. And, you know, I really had gotten pulled over and all that stuff by driving with a deployed airbag. So it's funny, and it's cool that he sort of adapts it and sort of puts it in. But that's, again, I was roofing at the time and lucked out. He just put me in, and then he's like, Clerks got bought, and we got a deal, and I'm going to put you in this next movie I just wrote called Mallrats, and then Chasing Amy. Then I met this guy on the set of Mallrats who made a movie, and it was like, hey, be in my movie. That's cool. And next thing you know, I've done like 4 movies, and I'm like, wow, maybe this is something I can do and not have to go back to roofing. Which was a tough job, especially on the East Coast. It's humid as hell, and then it's cold, and you're up on your hands are freezing, and you're trying to...
Do you sometimes wonder, like, you live out here now, right?
Yes.
Do you sometimes wonder how you ever survived on the East Coast?
Yeah, but you know, I feel like as a kid, it was
awesome.
I don't know if it's because I was younger, or if I just sort of lost my tougher skin, if I had any tough skin, but yeah, now it's like I get hot and I'm just like, oh, and it's not even as hot or humid.
Or it rains and you're like, oh my God, rain is horrible.
Yeah,
and I was like,
just,
dude, in Virginia when I grew up, it would torrent, like, don't go outside because you'll be struck by lightning. You know what I mean? Like,
no, there's floods and stuff in the town I grew up in, and stuff would get destroyed.
Which town is that?
Highlands, little town in Highlands by Red Bank, Asbury Park. So it's I don't know if it's because I gotten older, but again, I feel like it was nice growing up with the seasons when I was younger, and again, I didn't mind because you get off school when it snowed, and that was cool. And I lived in this little town, so, but yeah, I would never want to live there now. Like,
weather,
snow,
purely
exactly. Snow, you want, stuff closes down, it's like, you can't drive, like, that would just be miserable.
Or I honestly go back and I'm like, what did I do growing up? Because the only thing to do was mini golf,
or
like bowling, or go to the mall.
You know what we did? We went to the mall. But people don't go to the mall, they go to the Amazon.
Honestly, like, no joke, this is probably why I played video games for as long as I did, because there was nothing else to do when I grew up.
Yeah, it's like, there's like 10 bars in my town, so I feel like people go drinking, or they go to the beach to drink, or they play sports.
Or I would drink, like, parked in a car in my friend's driveway, because we weren't legal to drink yet.
We're hitting a little too much information.
I like it, though. Can I ask you a question about the modding? You guys are talking about modding.
Yeah.
What do these guys do now? They take these computers and
they're basically figuring out cooler ways to put computers in things.
Like a desk, like where you sit at your desk and it's glass.
One of the things I saw was the 80s Millennium Falcon.
No way.
Yeah, and you like, it literally was you plug in like the computer, plug in the power on one side and the thing, and it lights up in the whole 9 yards. And when you take the top off.
And also making it like the fastest computer too, like putting in all the good stuff into it.
Overclocking stuff, all that stuff.
Some awesome, what's it called? I can't even think of the name now, but all the cool stuff that you guys have here, huh?
Yes.
To make the fast computers.
All the fancy new graphics cards that may have just been
announced.
Nice Jason.
Yes, that's what I was trying to. I was trying to spit out graphics cards, but I got so excited. I was like, those things.
So talk to us about how you started gaming. When did that start?
When did that start for me? I mean, I've always messed around a little bit. I mean, I remember way back, my brother had the old, like, it was simply Pong, and then like you plugged in a gun, and you could play, like, it wasn't Duck Hunt, but it was a hunting game. And then like my buddy, I remember had ColecoVision.
Oh yeah.
I didn't, as a kid, I never, we didn't have money to get any of the cool gaming systems, so I'd always go to my friend's house and play, and it'd be so exciting. I remember my one buddy used to get all the systems. He would work dishwashing, and he would save up his money. And I remember when he got Neo Geo.
Oh.
And I remember at the time it was
got the serious systems.
It was like $700.
Yeah.
And the cartridges were like $200 a game. And I remember just being like, "This is awesome."
Because the arcade version of that was just a Neo Geo and a TV in an arcade.
It was
like
actually really cool.
genius.
So I used to go to his house and play the games and stuff. You know, it was only, I feel like it's, since I've been like really into it, is really like when Xbox came out. I bought an Xbox, started playing those games, and I got into Lord of the Rings: Battle for Middle Earth on the PC.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was so hooked on that game. I'm like, I literally like would just sit in the house from like me and my buddy from like 10 in the morning to like 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning, and we just like ordered Domino's. I remember I moved out here and because I went back home and I moved back out here and I was living with him, and I literally gained like 20 pounds because we just would sit, we just order Domino's morning, afternoon, and night, drink Cokes and Red Bulls.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
So you actually let us in to see some of this action,
Yes.
this hot action. So we actually have a video of what Jason Mewes goes through
Not so much
on
pizza.
a video game
Not so much
basis.
pizza.
Not so much pizza
Let's
and
check it
Cokes though.
out.
Yeah.
I'm Jason Mewes and I am a gamer. I've always dug Diablo. I feel like you can just sit down by yourself and it's fun trying to figure out where the Fields of Misery is and how to get the crown and the swords, and you get to change your armor and use different weapons and stuff. My all-time favorite is Lord of the Rings: Battle for Middle-earth. The first one I played for hours and hours a day. I remember you used to be able to play U plus 7 computer castles. You know, the challenge was to see if I can beat 7 different armies on hard by myself. Command and Conquer, StarCraft, all these games I dug, I enjoyed, but again, Lord of the Rings will always be number 1. And this is my PC world right here. You got the Alienware laptop. I don't have a desktop anymore. Matter of fact, why don't we do a little play in here? Get a little play in action. I had to really put some money and upgrade my desktop to get it to work and play these awesome games like Diablo and Lord of the Rings and stuff. It just wasn't possible on the laptops. But now look at this little baby 14-inch, little tiny lightweight laptop has the power, and that's thanks to NVIDIA. They made that happen. How did gaming help me with my drug addiction? I had a drug problem. I mean, when the first time I got sober, I was hanging out with my friend, we started playing Lord of the Rings. It kept me busy, and I didn't even think about drugs because all I thought about was playing this game and sitting there and winning and all that. I had to, with everything, I had to sort of learn how to keep a even balance of sorts. Yes, it helped me. So I feel like gaming is awesome. So don't do drugs, kids. Have I seen games evolve just like all of you have seen them evolve? Crazy. From 8-bit to 3-dimensional to literally 3D, like coming at you. It's just crazy. I mean, it's some stuff you've seen on TV when you're a kid. It's all coming true and it's all happening. Thanks for watching Jay Mewes Gaming and hanging and chatting and doing what he does. I don't know what I do, but anyway, that's it.
That
Is that it?
is amazing.
Yes.
Can we talk now?
First off, have you tried
That's
the
tough
Oculus
not to
Rift?
talk for a while there.
It is. It's hard. It's like being in school and somebody goes.
It's like,
I think the thing I learned the most from that video is that you only own one shirt. And
Exactly.
as Lego
It is. Maybe this is the shirt that was like, I made it. I must always wear it.
Yeah, you're like, this is my armor.
Honestly, I would too, probably.
No, you know, it's a bummer now. I wish now, if I knew we were gonna see that and I was gonna wear it, I would have wore this Super Mario one. But you know, it's like again, just like being in school, they're like, do not wear green, do not wear white, do not wear that. So I'm like, what shirts do I? Oh, this is.
You've got 18 more hours that we're live here. You can just come back and show
Come back.
everyone
I'm gonna
the
come
shirt.
back in a different shirt and you
Yeah.
just cut from like this and we'll.
Or it should be the same shirt in like 20 hours. Come back, it's the same shirt.
It's all sweaty and there's spaghetti on it and shit. I'm like,
Well, shall we open up to some Skype questions?
Oh, is that
See
what
we
we're
got
doing?
going on
You guys
here?
out there awake?
Hello.
Is
Yeah,
Skype
they
awake?
want the
What's up,
free-
Skype box.
Hello.
Hey, we figured out how to do it now. Okay, who's got a question for Jason? Anyone?
Do they give you the free
Steve.
giveaway?
Down,
the
bottom
corner.
corner.
Can you high five me through the internet?
Oh, you gotta make
Yes,
this
sir.
happen.
Where's the?
I'm guessing use this camera, although he's tied to the chair. There.
There you go.
That
Yeah,
happened.
baby.
Yeah!
Hip hip
Bam!
Hip hip Tugin.
Amazing.
You just got an internet high five, dude.
That's pretty
Yeah,
intense.
I'm a big fan of your stuff with Silent Bob. I think
Thank
I've
you
seen
very much.
all of the movies. So yeah, I like your work.
Awesome, dude. I appreciate it.
Keep on keeping on.
Bangos. And now you have a virtual high five with him. Come
Yes.
on. You can't
That's
beat
awesome.
that. You got any
Today
other
was a-
questions there
today
in
was
Skype,
a success.
in Skypeton, as it were?
I just want to say I'm kind of happy to see that game has helped someone instead of, most of the time when you see the news, they're going to say gaming is violent. That's what makes people violent. So I'm kind of happy we can see the result of gaming for someone.
I totally
Yeah,
agree.
that's totally true.
For sure.
Yeah, you usually there aren't very many sort of like uplifting game stories. It's like, I found gaming and it blah, you know what I mean?
I mean, I think there
Which
are.
they're
I think
probably
people,
out there.
They're just not as scandalous. So,
Yeah.
like think of how many people like find their best friends or even their significant others on
Yeah.
like World of Warcraft or something
Oh, yeah.
like that. There's such good stuff that comes out of.
I have definitely
gaming.
I'm going to fly my nerd flag. I've actually been at a couple online weddings.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, that's awesome.
Star Wars Galaxies.
And they're themed.
What?
And the weddings
No.
are themed?
I mean,
Oh.
in the actual game.
They get married
Like
in
I
the
showed
game.
up in the
Oh,
game
okay,
and like
okay.
the guild came around and we had a little thing. Everyone sat and I was sitting on my thing. I've actually literally gone to guild meetings in Star Wars Galaxies. It's like the stupidest thing. I mean, it was fun at the time. It makes sense. Now I'm sort of like, maybe that was really the nerdiest thing I've ever done. But you would like go into the little house and everybody was sitting in their chairs and you had your chair and you would sit. And so just a bunch of people sitting like this. And so you're just looking around, you're like looking around, and then people just start talking, and you just see little things over their bubbles.
Aw.
And you're like, come to order.
That's
It's
awesome.
hysterical. And I was like, new point of action. We need to clean up the trash and the blah, blah. It was crazy. But it actually was like physically, you would just go, and I went to a wedding in Star Wars
There
Galaxies.
you go. Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Well, I appreciate that, but I don't know if fantastic is the word you were looking for.
I
But yeah,
think it's
crazy.
fantastic.
But it is. It's good because that stuff is not scandalous. So it doesn't get on CNN.
Right,
but,
of
you know.
course. They can't. Yeah, they can't have two talking heads debating it on
Yeah.
live news at some point.
Well,
so.
we say that, but now there's 16 new news channels every 24 hours. So there will be the Talking About Good Things channel, arguing
Maybe?
pros and pros.
Pros and pros.
The pros and pros of
Pros and
sandwiches.
You know what we didn't talk to you about was your newest film, Noobz.
Yeah.
Yes,
Tell us
well,
about
Noob's been out for a little bit,
couple
but
years, right?
yeah, and I'm hoping the writer and director has been saying him and I are supposed to sit down and go over some ideas because he said that it's gotten some interest that someone wants to possibly do a Noobz 2, which I'm hoping.
That's
I had a blast. I honestly did. I mean, it's like we spent two days, filming us just playing Gears of War. So I mean,
Yeah.
how awesome is it? For me, it was awesome because and I know other people, their job maybe is playing video games, but it was like almost like those 2 days. It's like I was working. I was sitting there playing games, and I don't know. It was just cool, and all the guys I worked with, the other cast members were fantastic. It was a lot of fun.
And
So,
it sounds like you
I'm
were
hoping-
kind of seeing into the esports side of it. I don't know
Yeah.
if you knew a lot about the esports
I didn't.
stuff
I
at the
didn't. I
beginning.
did learn a bunch from that because, like, again, the big tournaments, and then at the end of the movie, we talk about the sponsorship, and that's the whole goal. There is to win the prize, but also we're like, oh, we can get sponsored, and we can quit our jobs, and I don't know. They were explaining to me a bunch of it, and I mean, it's awesome.
It's
it's
impressive.
it's a new day, new world. I
Yeah.
guess.
My little cousin, he's 17. He's a senior in high school right now, and he's a massive League of Legends fan. Like he comes home from school, and he does his homework, and then he just plays League of Legends. And he's so good at it that my aunt and uncle, his parents are completely supporting this. He's considering taking a year off before going to college to do professional gaming.
Oh,
Right here.
that's
Yeah.
not a bad idea.
It's
I mean,
not.
it's weird. 5 years ago,
Like,
that's
our
maybe a
parents
bad
would have
idea.
never allowed
Oh,
that.
believe me, I think I might have asked my parents to let
Right.
me do that.
Well, actually, because when we were about to go to college, professional gaming could have only been like GoldenEye.
Yeah, I was just about to say stick fighting, but I don't think that's a video
Right.
game.
What's it with the Call of Duty tournament? I remember the big thing with was it Modern Warfare 2 or whatever? They
Yeah.
had, wasn't it like $1 million prize or
Oh
something?
yeah,
It was something
some of the stuff-
crazy.
well, we just found out. I think the Dota 2 tournament, World Championships, was $12
$6
million
million.
winning fee. Like,
No
that was it.
way.
Yeah.
$12 million.
$6 million.
Crazy, right? $6 million? I just
6
heard somebody
million.
yell
For
6
the winner.
million from out of
Whatever, it
somewhere.
was millions.
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 Yeah,
Look,
and
millions.
for the
Just
CSGO.
saying.
Yeah, which when we were growing up playing games, the most we could have tried
from
to
the
make
back
is
of, like,
to
an-
try not to lose money.
Right, yeah,
Instead of
yeah.
spending all this money on
Yeah,
games.
if you were really good, they would just give you the game for free.
Yes, exactly.
That was it. That was the win.
That
was
was
like I
amazing.
was the guy that they gave a game for free. No, I wasn't. I was never that guy. I'm just
Oh.
saying.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, should we go back to Skype? Do you guys have any more questions?
Skype sees.
I do.
About Noobz 2, is it going to be official or not?
Oh, look at
You know,
that.
I'm not sure yet. I'm still waiting. I'm actually supposed to meet with Blake Freeman, who wrote the first one, directed it, and him and I have set a few meetings. But anyway, I'm supposed to get with him, and I'm hoping he's saying he's in he's been talking with some people about financing and stuff. I'm pushing for it. I hope so, because again, it was a lot of fun. So.
I
And
feel
then
like that
you-
could be a Kickstarter movie.
Oh,
I feel like that's a
easily.
film that had enough fans that.
Or
Yeah.
even that would be
Yeah.
fun too. I mean, whatever I need to speak with him, but he said that it's looking good. So
I saw that Sessler was in there. Did you see that?
I know, I saw
I was
my
like,
old
"Oh,
coworker,
Sessler!"
Sessler. Okay, wait, I think we have a couple more questions.
All right, what do we got?
I have a question. What was your most anticipated game?
Ooh.
I feel like almost every Call of Duty game that comes out, like each time a new one comes out, I get real excited about it. But I would say my most anticipated was definitely the Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth 2. I remember I was very excited about that, and I couldn't wait, and it was awesome because we actually got to go into EA Sports and try and get to mess with the what's it called?
The beta?
Beta, that's
There you
it.
go.
There's the word beta. I'm blanking on stuff. Graphics card,
card.
beta. So I got,
Beta.
but we got to go at
Computer.
EA and mess with the beta, and it was, I don't know, that was pretty exciting because I know that, like, you know, we got to play it, but it almost is a bummer because you get to go play the beta,
Yeah. Oh,
but then you have to wait,
It's the
you
worst.
know.
That's like
Yeah.
going to E3.
Yeah.
I love
it's-
going to E3 to see all the new stuff, and then I'm like, in 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was
can't
sort
wait
of the
till
bummer
2015.
because you got to, like, there was so much new stuff with Lord of the Rings 2, and it was exciting. There was a couple, we couldn't play a couple of the armies, and I was like, but what do they look like? What is it like?
Yeah.
And then we had to wait. I remember a short, not too long, but enough time that I couldn't stand it.
Yeah,
Couldn't stand it.
The other
couldn't
thing,
stand waiting.
I know.
No.
I
It's
know.
like Christmas.
I want that,
It is.
yeah.
It's like Christmas. It's like somebody showing you the gifts you will receive on Christmas on Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and then punching you in the nuts.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the worst event that could ever happen involving
I
gifts.
know. All right, I think we have time for maybe one or two more Skype questions. Anything else, you guys?
Somebody goes, who is this guy exactly?
Welcome to my entire career.
Yeah. Nope.
No
Okay.
Skype
Well,
questions?
no.
Oh, here
No
we go.
more Skype question, maybe, but I just want to wish you good luck, man, because you did it. You're out of a drug, so keep doing it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's good.
You're
I
welcome.
like that.
Goodness.
And-
Positivity from the
Yes.
Skype panel.
Yeah, I love
Right?
it.
Yeah.
Welcome, dude.
Yay, guys.
Thank
And
you.
shout out
And
to the
see you
guy
on
the
right
battlefield.
in the corner with the adorable
We're going to
baby.
be here for the 24 hours.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, buckle up.
Snooch
Yeah.
to the booch.
I love
See you on the
it.
battlefield, sir.
Snooch to the booch.
Amazing.
Yeah, where'd the baby go?
That was awesome. What? Oh, minute and a half. Sorry.
What are you mumbling? Are you mumbling?
Yes, what's in my
Mumbling
ear.
stuff in your ear?
Are people talking in
what's-
your ear? What
so
are they
what-
saying? What are they
So we have
saying?
a minute and a half with you.
I know.
1 minute and a half.
So what's next? What's on the
It's
horizon?
like my dating life.
I got a minute and a half, and then I gotta go.
Can we what?
Can we cuss on this?
I don't know if it's
Yeah,
officially. They were loose to us about it, but
Okay.
they asked us
They're
politely
not gonna get
to.
fined for it. Let's like TV,
Yeah, no.
but-
I mean, now it
Not the
doesn't
Super
matter,
Bowl.
but I
Yeah.
was gonna, you know,
Yeah.
it was there. The joke was there, but it's gone now. But you
Which
said we have
may
a
be
minute and
better
a
for
half.
everybody.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna say for that minute and a half?
I don't know.
I said, what do you want to next?
Yeah,
What's on
What's
the
up
horizon?
next? Kevin wrote a script, and a movie just came out that I produced. I'm not acting in, but it's called Tusk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and
that's
that
cool.
and that will be out, and I think it's out this week or so. But the
Wow.
premiere was the other night, and it went really well, and that was exciting. Just got done shooting another movie Kevin wrote called Yoga Hosers. I
Wait, can you explain that?
Yoga hosers.
It's I don't
Is
know
it
how to
Canadian
explain
yoga
it. It is
instructors?
all about yes, it is.
What up?
Yes.
You know what?
Some good
Great
peeps.
title for
Justin
a Canadian
Long,
yoga story.
Yeah, Justin Long, Haley Joel Osment, Genesis Rodriguez.
Wow.
Mike, there's a bunch of people in it. It's going to be awesome. But those are the last couple, and then just a little bit of this and
stuff.
that
You gotta
stuff.
keep
Still
those-
do the Jay and Silent Bob Good Old Podcast.
Oh, nice, yeah.
We toured with that. We did Jay and Silent Bob's Super Groovy Cartoon Movies on Netflix now. We toured with that for a while. I wrote a second. Kevin told me I could write the second cartoon movie script, and I did.
Nice.
But I'm waiting for him to read it and see if it's up to par there. I don't know if I could. I think I know the characters enough that I think it'll be funny, but I think he'll have to do some rewrites, some tweaking, because I'm not a writer. So what are you gonna do? It's my first script.
Well, you gotta start. You know what? Every writer starts writing for the first time sometime.
Yeah. So
That
it's.
sounds like it should be on a postcard.
So hopefully we'll start animating and going through the Groovy Movie 2 process soon. Hopefully Noobz 2 will get going and some other things in the works.
Love it. Well, Jason, thank you so much for stopping by on this
Thank
crazy
you.
24 hours of gaming.